What is going on, YouTube? Good morning. It's Josh. Today is August 10th, 2020. I just wanted to come at you this morning and talk to you about 5 things that you need to know for today to get your day started right. So the first thing that we want to talk about is the stock market. Stock market is up slightly higher. As you can see here, it looks like the futures are up close to 90 points. So that is good news. Up to 27,420. S&P futures also up. Nasdaq's up. Oil's up. So that's good news. Take a look at the gold market, precious metals. Gold up, awesome. Silver having an awesome day, up 90 cents at the moment. Copper, platinum, palladium, everything is up right now. This is awesome news. Obviously, last week the market jumped 3%. It's nice to see it up again this week. How does that reflect in the actual economy? Obviously, we know that things are being pumped up right now in the market. So, how accurate or how long is this, little rally going to go? Who knows? So that is first and foremost. Number one, stock market up. Always exciting news. The second thing that you need to know, maybe the biggest thing over the weekend, was that Trump has signed several executive orders over the weekend that will affect you. So, really, he signed 4 different orders. The first order was to extend the unemployment benefits. That is big news for those of you that are on unemployment. Previously, you were getting a $600 a week bonus, which obviously ended July 31st. Now that has been reduced down to $400 a week. So the way that that is going to work is, which is still, by the way, $400 is very generous. So you're getting, roughly $400 a month in unemployment from standard unemployment. Then you're getting additional $400 on top of that. So you're going to get in close to $800 a week in unemployment. It's $3,200 a month to do nothing. That's still just a lot of money, but this is good news for those of you that are on unemployment. So it's just been reduced from $600 down to $400, and I'm assuming that that will be taking effect here soon. The way this is going to work, the government's going to provide $300 of it. They're requesting the states provide the additional 25% or $100, bringing it to $400 bonus. So that is the first thing. The second thing that he signed is he did a payroll tax holiday. So what this means for those of you, if you are working for an employer with less than 100 employees, we all pay payroll taxes. Basically, you pay half as an employee, and the employer pays another half. So with a payroll tax holiday, they have essentially cut that off, so you no longer are paying that payroll tax, which if you make, say, $50,000 a year, you're paying close to, between you and your employer, are paying close to $3,750 in payroll taxes every single year. So that'll be a nice little chunk of change that gets added to your paychecks. Hopefully you all start feeling that here soon as well. So that was the second thing. The third thing, and maybe what everyone is incredibly excited about, is no student loan payments. That is huge. So he's deferring student loan payments through the remainder of 2020. So for those of you that have student loans like myself, you know how much of a burden that is on all of us. So this is going to be good for you to not have to worry about student loans through the remainder of 2020. So that should save you a nice chunk of change as well. So that's exciting stuff. Lastly, in this executive order that Trump signed, he also extended the federal moratorium on evictions through August 31st as of now. So as of now, through August 31st, the federal moratorium on student loans has been lifted. Or student loans. The federal moratorium on evictions has been lifted at this time. So that's good news. So that's the second thing we need to know is Trump has now signed 4 different executive orders that I think the average American will find beneficial. The third thing that you need to know this morning, August 10th, 2020, is China has now slapped on some sanctions onto the U.S. senators, 11 U.S. senators, including Marco Rubio and Ted Cruz. So you see this headline here. The reason why they decided to do this is because they were reacting in a sanction that the U.S. put on Chinese top officials regarding a national security law that they imposed, that Beijing imposed on Hong Kong in late June. So we slapped sanctions on them, they slapped sanctions on us. So back and forth on this sanction thing is adding to more tension between the U.S. and China. That's not necessarily a good thing. Something we'll probably have to keep our eye on that one. The fourth big thing that you need to hear about is Buffett. Buffett has now bought back $5.1 billion worth of stock between May and June. So the reason why this is important is because the stock has dropped nearly 20% on his Class A and Class B shares. For those of you who don't know, Berkshire Hathaway shares are in the hundreds of thousands of dollars per share. So, when it drops 20%, that's significant. So Buffett jumped in and did a stock buyback for $5.1 billion. So that's good for the shareholders of Berkshire Hathaway. I don't know how much of the average person that this is even going to affect, but he did buy back some of those shares. So that's significant. It's actually a record. That's a lot. It's a huge buyback. Lastly, the last thing you need to know this morning is Kodak. If you were on the Kodak train, if you were on the Robinhood Kodak train, and you jumped into this thing, a bankrupt company that is supposed to come out and all of a sudden jump into the pharmaceutical industry, who knows nothing about pharmaceuticals, they were supposed to receive a $765 million loan from the federal government. Well, they have completely tanked. So you see the graph here. Pre-market, they're down 40%. Oh my God. Woo! 40%. That is a serious decline. So if you're holding that, hold on for that ride. So here's another article on that. Eastman Kodak stock plummets after report the government loan is being withheld. A huge loan, by the way. $765 million loan after the deal came under regulatory scrutiny, as it should. What does Kodak know about pharmaceutical? Nothing. The fact that they're trying to get into it is almost a joke. It's like, jeez. So that stock is down. So wanted to just share that. That's a huge decline. So anyways, just wanted to hop on here and make a quick video for you guys on 5 things that you need to know on this Monday morning, August 10th. So first, stocks higher, up 20, where we at? Stocks higher. Let's see where we're at here. So the stocks are up first thing in the morning, $94. So that's good. It's a good little move. S&P up 3. NASDAQ futures up 8.5. Oil up good. Obviously, we talked about that. Trump has signed 4 executive orders, which is good. Obviously, to extend the payroll tax holiday, student loan payment deferral through the end of the year, extend the federal moratorium, and the unemployment benefits. So that's good news for you guys. We got sanctions on our top officials. Now we got escalating China-U.S. tensions. Always good. Not good. Not good at all. Buffett buying back a record number of stock after its company's lost 20%, I think. And Kodak is in serious trouble. So just a quick rundown of what we got going on today. Hope all is well, and we'll talk